It's scooping time! Today, Greg, on The Scoop, we're talking about a secret menu at Starbucks for all the Harry Potter fans.
I don't like Harry Potter.
Bit controversial, Greg, bit controversial.
Do you?
It's alright.
You don't like it, do you?
American Idol has vowed not to have bad singers on anymore. And Roseanne insists that Dan never died. I suppose the biggest news this week, Greg.
It's that time of year again. We've gone for a complete overhaul.
Did you see how I did that then? Because I haven't really got round to it.
We're not going to lie. We bought some shelves, industrial style, trying to go all, with it. And
bit bigger than we thought they were going to be.
They're huge, aren't they?
But we've got them.
Well, they're definitely here.
They're full of cool stuff.
Yeah, we've raided the garage again, and we've brought all the stuff out.
We're going a bit more broom cupboard, aren't we, Craig?
Well, we've had to because we've got no room there. I mean, we are proper squashed in here, aren't we?
But in proper showbiz news, Greg, did you know that Starbucks have a secret Harry Potter menu?
But they have a secret menu anyway, don't they? I didn't know about this.
We've talked about secret menus before, because you can apparently go to McDonald's and ask for like a triple Mac or something, and they'll do it. And
what?
Stuff like that.
You've never told me that.
I have.
You've never said that.
And then, like, all restaurants supposedly have this secret menu that if you ask for it, you'll get it, but it's not.
A secret menu? Why don't we go in tomorrow and ask for a Mega Mac?
I don't think they'd do it.
Why?
It'd just be an American thing. But anyway, in this country as well, you can get some Harry Potter themed drinks on the secret menu at Starbucks. So all you have to do, you can order a butterbeer latte. So in order to do that, you have to ask for 2 shots of espresso, 2 pumps of caramel syrup, 3 pumps of toffee nut syrup, 3 pumps of cinnamon dolce syrup. That's a lot of syrup. Whole milk and whipped cream and caramel crumbs on top.
You have to ask for that?
I'm guessing you can just go, can you do me a butterbeer latte, and they'll know what's in it. But if they don't, you can tell them what to put in it.
But you'll be there all day.
Yeah, and don't each one of those syrup pumps cost about £5 in Starbucks?
And if you drink all that, you'll probably be dead, like you are.
I know, yeah. Or you can order a butterbeer frappuccino, Greg. Ask for a cream frappuccino with 3 pumps of caramel syrup and 3 pumps of toffee nut syrup. Again, that's a lot of syrup. And a dusting of cinnamon on top.
It all sounds very sickly.
Yeah, it does to me as well. Imagine the calories. Jeez Louise. And at Starbucks, you have to give them your name, don't you?
Jason for the fat drink. Jason for the fat drink.
Jason for the one with 6 pumps of syrup.
6 pumps?
Oh,
dirty.
So that is how you get yourself a Harry Potter themed drink at Starbucks. Now this next story, Greg, is something that's bothered me for a long time.
Will you finish your sweet?
Just about, yeah. A little sweet break then. American Idol have decided that they're no longer... That's easy for me to say.
That's just in case you didn't get that. That's no longer.
No longer going to put bad singers on the TV show.
Right, why?
Because one of the producers has said, Trish Kinane, she doesn't feel comfortable to put borderline unstable people on the stage and laugh at them.
Just because you can't sing, you're unstable?
Well, no, because that's not always the case, is it? And this has always really bothered me about X Factor and Britain's Got Talent. They never did it on The Voice when it was on BBC. I don't know if they do now on ITV. But in case you don't know out there, all of the auditionees don't get to see the panel on the TV, as we know, Greg, do they?
Well, I think a lot of people do think that, though. They walk straight in and they get straight to the big panel.
They have to go through a series of auditions with producers first, before they get in front of Simon Cowell or whoever it is on American Idol. And at that point, those producers are picking people who they know are bad singers, but will get a laugh on TV. And they're saying to those people, we think you're really good, we think you're brilliant.
They are, yeah.
And encouraging them, just so they can put them on TV to laugh at them. Yeah. And it's always really bothered me.
It has bothered me. It has.
But you still laughed.
Oh, yeah, I laughed. But I also think, well, they get paid for it, don't they?
No.
Don't they get a couple $100 for it?
No, I don't think so. I think you get expenses.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Disgusting. At last, one of the shows, American Idol, said they're not going to do that anymore.
You're right, The Voice doesn't do that.
No, they don't. It's genuine, isn't it? It's about the...
Well, over here, we've got The Voice on at the moment. and apparently the first week was just gone, and it's smashed the ratings.
Has it? Well, it's just switched from BBC to ITV, hasn't it? Which is...
So now ITV they start in January with The Voice, then Britain's Got Talent starts, then X Factor starts up until Christmas.
Hang on a minute, isn't Dancing on Ice just started as
Dancing on Ice has just started, yeah, and they got I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here towards the end.
Yeah.
And it's all just phone up and vote.
Reality TV.
What a load of... It's just not fair, is it?
So, they're not going to do that anymore on American Idol.
So
Let's hope that they don't do it anymore on the X Factor. Or, if you were considering going for a audition at the X Factor, just remember you won't get to see Simon Cowell until you've been in front of like 3 sets of producers.
let's just hope they don't do the X Factor.
Yeah.
Let's have a break from the X Factor.
Don't need it, do we?
Don't need it.
I don't mind Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Bit of variety, isn't it? Good old variety.
I reckon Tea and Toast to go down well, you know.
Live.
Live on ITV and around the globe.
What would Simon Cowell have to say about this?
I think he'd say, this is
Okay, Greg. What's it called this week?
Ladies and gents, it's time for the new year and a new name. This section is called Film Scoop.
Which film are we talking about, Greg?
No idea. Because you've just changed it, haven't you, Jason? I want to talk about one of the worst films I've ever seen, ever made, ever.
And I want to talk about one of the best films I've ever seen made ever.
That was released this week, back in...
1989.
The one I was going to talk about was this week in 1998, and it was called Hard Rain.
I like it.
It's terrible.
It's alright.
It is... It's just rain.
I'm going to watch it when I get home.
Wow. It rains. That's all it is, and it floods.
But, to tie in with you, I have chosen another Christian Slater film.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Go on then.
This film is called Gleaming the Cube. Greg?
Never heard of it.
Oh, see, our 80s fans are like... Greg, have you ever even seen an 80s movie? Gleaming the Cube was a skateboarding movie, Greg, starring Christian Slater. It was amazing. Oh, let me tell you when it was released. It was released January the 13th, 1989. It didn't do particularly well at the box office.
Well, I mean, obviously, I haven't heard of it.
It had a $10 million budget.
$1 million?
And it made $2.7 million.
Oh my word, they never even got half back.
However, when it was released on Big Box VHS, and I don't currently own it on Big Box VHS, I haven't been able to find one.
Haven't you got a bit of a thing for Big Box
I have
VHS
got a bit of a
videos?
thing for Big Box VHS videos, some of which you can now see again.
That's a t-shirt right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a new design.
It is.
I've got a thing for Big Box VHS videos.
But when it was released on VHS, it became a bit of a cult movie, and kids like me, a cult movie, and kids like me who were 13 at the time, and wanted to be skateboard freaks because we'd seen Back to the Future and all that, absolutely loved this movie. It was all about the skateboards for us. It does have a very loose plot about his brother being killed and him trying to investigate, but it's just fantastic. Stars Christian Slater as Brian Kelly. Don't know why it didn't do so well at the box office, but hey ho. It also, Greg, had cameos from professional skateboarders. What's his name? Tony Hawks. Is he a professional skateboarder?
Well, you just said you was hip and you were with it in the 80s and you don't remember his name.
No, I don't, because he wasn't that famous then. But there was also another skateboarder called Stevie Williams who was in it. Tony Hawk. But brilliant. All right.
Yeah, it's got no room.
So that is Gleaming the Cube.
Not the film I wanted to talk about.
You know why you were struggling to find films? Because January and February are what's commonly known as dump months in the movie industry. Sometimes August and September are joined in there as well.
Why?
But they're traditionally months where audience figures are low and people don't tend to go out to the cinema.
Yeah, but I disagree with that because February is half term over here.
Yeah, but
and
not
August is
globally.
summer holidays.
But that's not... People don't go to the cinema then, traditionally. So they call it dump months because they dump all the naff movies in those months because they know they're not going to get a big audience. So there you go. But moving on to our final story for the scoop this week, Greg. Roseanne Barr, as we know, has resurrected Roseanne. It'll be on soon. Have you seen any of the little teaser trailers?
Yeah.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't a massive fan of it the first time round, but because it was never... It's one of them programmes that it was massive over here, was it? I mean, it was on, but it wasn't a really big programme.
No, well, I think it was quite big. We watched it all the time in our house.
So because you watched it, it's quite big, yeah?
But I think quite a lot of people did.
Well, maybe I'm wrong then.
But she, in a little subplot to this story that we're covering, one of the plots for the series is that Roseanne is going to be a big Donald Trump supporter and is the only one in the house that does, and they're going to see how that plays out with the family.
Right.
But this story is about the fact that Dan died.
He did,
At the end of the last series.
Didn't he have a heart attack?
He did have a heart attack, yes. Roseanne has now hinted at the fact that he didn't actually die. And she has said that we should watch it again. I think you should re-watch it, she told TV Line. A lot of the reason that I did that was to add another layer of freshness for people who are going to watch the series over and over. So she's saying, take another look because Dan didn't die. But he did.
I don't think it matters.
Wasn't there a thing in the plot of it, I can't remember, where Dan did die, and that meant that a load of the stuff in that episode didn't actually happen?
Yeah, she was looking, it was all...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
So is she saying it's the other way round?
I have no idea.
He didn't die? It's like Bobby, he's going to come back in the shower.
The thing... What?
Bobby Ewing came back in the shower, didn't he? He'd been dead for ages.
It's like... Yeah, but they always do it, don't they? What was the big one over here with EastEnders and Dirty Den? He'd been dead for about 15 years.
Yeah, and then he came back.
And then he walked in going, what princess?
Merry Christmas, Ange.
I mean, he'd been killed, he'd been murdered. Oh, what was the other one? Home and Away?
You know we belong together.
What was the Christian one? Harold.
Harold?
Yeah, do you remember his missus at the time? She died.
No. Oh, she came back as a ghost though, didn't she?
She came back as a ghost, but he was killed, and then he walked back.
It's all very confusing.
Yeah, but if it's all made up, you can just make it up, can't you? You can write up anyone.
You can make it up.
You can make it up. You can make it up. That's what we do every day, make it up.
So that's what's happening in the world of entertainment. We have scooped.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh.
It's time for us to go.
Time to...
say goodbye.
Leave?
Think I better leave right now. And we'll be back tomorrow.
Start him off now, haven't I?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Stop
If
singing.
you leave me now, you take away another part of me.
Goodbye, my friend!
Every time you go away.
Yeah, we should go now, because we'll get a flag, because we sound just like the records.
I sounded just like Paul Young then.
What, now?